Friends, I'd like to welcome you again to this specialized program of Walking Through the Garden with God. The Bible records that when God made Adam and Eve, that in the cool of the day, he would come to the garden, call out to Adam and Eve, and kind of review the activities of the day. When we stop to think about the garden, I would like to have you go beyond the Garden of Eden and look at the entire world, your world, because that is the garden as well. And what is so important is that we take time in the midst of our activities in the garden to have God come and walk with us. Now, the interesting thing about walking with God is that it gives us an opportunity as human beings to ask God questions, and maybe to have God ask us questions. I know if you're anything like I am, you have many questions about life, about creation, about the world, maybe about other people. But God has the answers. So walking through the garden with God is simply giving us an opportunity to speak with him and to have him speak with us. The scripture says in the book of Genesis chapter 3 that God walked with Adam in the cool of the day. He came to the garden and had conversation with Adam. Wouldn't it be nice if each of us had that time in life? The truth is, we all have that time if we take the time. Maybe it's after a busy day. Maybe a very trying and stressful deal that we're working on. But now we have this time with God. And we can ask him anything we want, and we can give God an opportunity to speak with us. Today, I would like to share with you the concept of creation, not of the world, because we had that last week, but today of humanity. That is always a big question as to where we came from. And I would like to have you go with me and to capture that moment when God and Adam were walking together in the garden. And Adam was looking around. He saw all these animals, these trees, the birds, and even the waters with the fish. And he had this question about himself. So this is how I think maybe it was. So he said to God, God, I see that I'm different than all the animals around me. We are together and talking with each other, but I don't see the animals talking with you. So what is there about me that makes me different? So God said to Adam, Adam, let's sit down for a while and talk about this. I would like to tell you about who you are and why you are such an important part of my creation. So God begins, and as he breaks what we call the Bible open to Adam, he says, Adam, there was a point when I said to all the host of heaven, let us make man in our image, in our likeness. And then we're going to give him things to do, to look at the world and to provide it with the necessary care that only a man can perform with. So God does that, and he tells Adam, this is how you began, Adam. I want you to know that you are not an accident. You're not just a part of an evolutionary chain. You are a very special and unique creature. And when I decided to make you, I said to the host of heaven, let us make man in our image. The next step, Adam, was when I looked at the clay around me And I knew that I had to do something with that clay in order to make you. So I took some moisture, some water, mixed it with the dirt, and made clay and formed you. Your arms, your legs, your head, your eyes, your ears, your nose, your whole being, Adam. You are a very unique and a very special creature. Unlike all of the other of creation that's out here, you are supreme. You are the ultimate. You remember that on the seventh day you were made. And that seventh day is the perfect day, which makes you the perfect creature to rule the world. So this is how it was. I formed you from the dust of the earth, made you as you are physically, and then I did something which was very unique that only you on this earth have. I breathed into you the breath of life, and you became a living soul. Let me tell you what that really means for you on this earth and for all of your descendants, for as long as there will be human beings on the earth. You have my likeness, Adam. My likeness, my characteristics, my personality that you are to demonstrate to all of nature around you. You are the living image of my being here on the earth, so that all animals, all of nature is to look to you in order to see me. Now, Adam, isn't that a wonderful thing? Let me tell you about some of the things that you are able to do and to have. You are able to think. You are able to create. You are able to forgive. You are able to be kind. You are able to love. You are able to personify me with all that I am to all of creation. So, Adam, today, as we stop to think about this question, why am I different? I hope what I've shared with you today helps you to realize how important and significant you are to all of the world. Thank you, Adam, for this opportunity to share with you. And now I want you to know that I'm going to be sharing with you next week on what I'm going to ask you to do as the caretaker of this world and the great gardener that I've made you. God bless you, Adam. We look forward to seeing you next week at the same time.